Hey guys, and welcome to the next episode of Lost Gaming, where we're playing through currently .hack Infection. Where we left off last time, we finished a dungeon where we had heard a rumor that there was a girl in a white dress being chased by a character with a red staff. When we got through with it, didn't find anything, and when we returned to town and went back to Delta server, Elk asked us to accompany him to a field that was being corrupted. So I decided to add Pyros to the team, and we're about to head out. So let's head on into the field.
Sorry, but I want to go there. Only with you.
Okay, so we're not going to be allowed to take Pyros in with us. Sorry, Pyros.
A splendid adventure!
I'm sure all of the people watching are quite happy to see you go. Doesn't look very corrupted to me.
I don't see anything wrong with this place. I'm sorry. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. Huh? I'll give you every item I have in return for, can you give me your bracelet? Please, I beg you! If I get it, Mia will hang around with me again. Just like we used to. What the? What? Let's go to the dungeon.
So at first it looked like it was all just a trick by Elk so he could get the Twilight bracelet for himself, that it wasn't really a field with anything wrong with it. Now that we're here, noticing that he might have actually been onto something after all. Just like the last couple of fields, we'll take on a couple of monster portals and just see what we can get. See what we can find. I mean, as you can see, Elk is pretty useless for the most part still. But I almost forgot.
Yes?
Let's give him a new weapon that's got some significantly better spells on it. And maybe he can be a little bit more useful in combat for us. So as you can kind of see, it looks like we've got some wandering enemies in this field too. But for this being a field that is supposed to be higher level than anything else we've done so far it's been pretty easy to go through.
Did you loot? What? No. Let's see. Just put the goat in. Till then.
Okay, well, since it doesn't really look like there's anything too interesting out in this field here, yeah, most of these monsters are pretty useless. It's just some stuff that we've been seeing before. No real threat to us.
Mushroom. This place didn't used to be like this. The lie I told is now true. Lie? I lied to get you to come here, and now it's come true.
Seriously, Kite, he actually went through that when we were outside the dungeon. The whole reason he wanted you here was so that he wanted the Bracelet of the Twilight. But now that we're in the dungeon, let's open up everything we can.
I wonder if Mia is
And I know I've kind of picked on Elk as being useless and such, but when it really comes down to it though, in this game, Wavemasters are extremely powerful and extremely useful. Since everything is tied to your equipment, the equipment that they get, since it offers so little in the way of attack and defense bonuses, a lot of their stuff has powerful skills attached to it. And if you've got the right amount of equipment on Elk or Mistral or any of the other Wavemasters that you get, they're a real force to be reckoned with. Now, me personally, I'd say that with the way it's set up, twin blades in this game are a little bit just slightly overpowered compared to the other classes. They've just got a lot of good bonuses that make things pretty simple for them. Plus being able to use just a ton ton of magic. It's just, in a real MMO, they need to be balanced a little bit better. I'd have to say, if I've got to pick my personal favorite class, I've always had an affinity for the heavyweight class. It's just always been one of my favorites, and I just really just like the way that they look and the way that they play. I wouldn't recommend it for your playthroughs, especially if it's your first time playing through. But if you're on multiple playthroughs, you can use a Game Shark and you can actually load the game up with some different characters so that you can actually get a feel for the way other classes play. It's also a lot of fun to do in GU too, where they've got a much wider array of classes that play a lot more differently than each other. As you can see in here, we've got another room with the purple smoke, purple flames, so we know what that means. Means we won't be getting a god statue.
Mia, what are you doing here? Elk! Mia is calling me!
As you can see, so far this one's been a little bit tougher than any of the other data bugs that we've run into just yet. He's hitting a good bit harder and hadn't been able to get the protect break up yet. There we go. And now he's not so tough. Kinda hoping to see his tech break open up. But that's not going to happen, so we'll just go ahead and finish him off.
Elk! You were looking for me? Me?
I'm not sure, but I miss you when you're not around.
Thank you, Mia! But our favorite area is
In theory, there's an infinite number of areas. We'll find another one somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, that wasn't weird at all. But now we finished up that story beat with Elk, so let's log out and let's see if there's anything else for us to do. Alright, so we've got some new forum messages. Alright, we've got our next goblin tag. And now we've got a request from Sanjuro looking for a katana weapon. And now we've got somebody who recommends that field for him. Now I've got something about a Miss Gardenia. For somebody who's got a fan club, we sure haven't heard of her before. But the thing is, I've kind of seen stuff like this happen in other MMOs. Here we've just got a little bit more world building information. Now we've got a little bit of information about something called the Deadly Flash. This is something that will become really important to the lore building as the game goes along, so I won't spoil anything right now. But it's definitely a pretty big event in the world that this game is set in. Alright, then this one's a pretty important bit of information to just help you find some grunty food. Using that information can help you just shorten your search. And anything that can help speed things along is always a good helping hand. So we've got a question from Heroes. He's asking us, what does youth mean to you? In his, he dedicated it to graphics. Remember this information when it comes to GU. Also, while I was off grinding, I answered a email for Natsume. So at some point we'll probably see the next one from her. Now just a little bit more world building with some news. I'm actually kind of surprised that cat toilet's not a real thing. Just a little bit more information on the Ultimate OS, which is the fictional operating system that this game and actually the entire world runs on. But that's enough for right now, so I'll see you next time.